Welcome back to Simply Fishing. My name is David. I know it's been a while between back-to-back hurricanes ripping through our area of Florida and work and kids and everything else. It has been a while since we've been out on the water, but we finally made it back out. Took a quick trip, just a quick overnight trip down to see the grandparents down in Lakeport, Florida. Made it out here on beautiful Lake Okeechobee. Decided to have a little fun, do a little fishing, see what was biting. So come along, we're gonna go for a ride. Let's go fishing. Get it, work it through the ground. Back over. You got a little bass.
Ooh.
No. Catfish. Nice one though. Catfish on.
So we got dinner?
That's a nice eater right there.
Sweet.
All right.
What kind of cat do you
Nice
think?
little blue cat there.
A blue cat?
All right, so we'll get him on ice. Good, healthy boy.
Can you hold it?
So, there we go. One in. Pop down the hole. Popped it a couple times. There it was. I got one on the boat. All right. It's got to be 10 inches.
Beautiful. 10 inches. Deep.
Check him out. It is 10.
You put them on
The jig.
minnow?
No.
Oh, the jig?
Yeah. You want to take that one I just had set up already?
Which one? Oh, the
Right
roll?
there. Yeah. They do have spines on their back, by the way.
Okay.
All right, so we're just finishing up our day out here. We had one camera die on us. We got to go get the kids from the great-grandparents, so they probably tired and ready to get real by now. Kids might have them wore out or vice versa, we're not sure, but just wanted to show you a little bit. Got a nice little cat and got on some of the crappie, or as I grew up calling them, specks. So we had a nice little day. Got some fish coming at you. We got to clean them. We still got to cook them. But thanks for coming along with us today, and we had a great time. It's good to be back on the water, good to be back trying to make some more videos. Remember, like, subscribe, and all right, we are back from the fishing trip, made it back home. What we're going to do is we're going to get some of these fish cleaned up, and what we're going to start with, I got these little, call them crappie, specks. I grew up calling them specks. They're commonly called a crappie. Beautiful little fish. Like I say, these aren't giant ones, these are small, good fillet in size, and I'll show you the way I like to do it. Couple different ways you can do it. Some people do them whole when they're small like this. I like to take the fillets off because this is a good fish sandwich size. The way I like to do it is simply take a spoon. You got a spoon. I don't buy the scalers. Just use the spoon. You can get in here. Back end of a good old spoon. So clean it up. Shake the scales off. You want to make sure you get Carl. Sit down. Want to make sure you get every scale off here. You want to clean them up on that side. Get the scales off the board, flip them over. Kind of getting all over, all around, up by the fence, behind the tail.
I like that. I like it too.
Let's get that all done. Once you get it all done, so you just kind of pick it up, get all the scales off of it. Now you spoon clean the board off. All right. Carl, careful, buddy. Now it's just a simple fillet. And the reason I'm going to do the combination is, you might say, why are you filleting it and scaling it? It's just the way I like to cook them. I like the skin on these fish. I like the skin. I think when you get a good little sear on it, get a nice fry, it has a good flavor, good taste. So I like to leave the skin on fillets. So that's why I scale them out. And then once you do the fillet, just getting that knife in there. Open it up. Find those ribs. And I'm going to take my time because I want to get as much meat as possible off this ribber. Right over top of those ribs.
Daddy, can we drink the coconut tonight?
I don't know. We'll see.
Right through.
What do you want to drink?
Coconut, let's eat coconut. Yeah, we got pink coconut.
Pin bone there. So we got a nice little fillet. Trim that up just a little bit. Nice clean. That's a nice clean fillet. Cut that up. Put it over a hamburger bun. You got one piece there, one piece there. Skin on. Get it nice and crispy. That'll taste good. We'll flip it over. Do the same thing. Right where that top fin is. Coming in. Use that point of that knife. Run it down. Right out the back. Right down.
No, Carl. That's
Carl.
nice.
And fans.
Break through those pin bones. Right through. Now the other way to do it is, if I want to, I can go right through the rib cage like that. These small little rib bones. Cut through them. By cutting through the ribs, Carl, watch out. Get that off of there. Discard that right here for a minute. If you cut through the ribs that way, then you can simply come back in underneath them. And take them off. And check for any little pin bones.
I got 9 to cut too. I got 9 too. And put
Just like that. There's our second fillet to put in the bucket.
All
right.
What's the next fish?
Tommy's gonna get another fish. We got a
Did you actually one?
nope. Grab a catfish out of there, son.
We
also-
the big catfish.
We also caught some catfish while we were out there. So I know we've done catfish before, but what I'll do is I'll do a catfish real quick. Show you what we're gonna do here. Just gonna take the knife right behind that fin. I say it's been a while since we videoed. The boys have forgotten how to act on video, so we apologize for the noise. Between the road noise and the boys out here just having a good time yelling, it gets loud. And all we're gonna do is come around, basically scoring all that skin around there. And then Carl, I'm gonna need my catfish pliers, buddy.
I'll do it.
Hold on, look, watch. We're gonna use our catfish pliers. I'm gonna get my thumb in there. I'm just gonna get it started.
I'll do that, Dada. The road need help.
You're my helper? Yes, you are.
Is that the heart
Nope.
coming out?
Nope.
Catfish everywhere.
I say they are slimy. So like I say, once you gotta get them in, and the bigger ones are definitely harder to
Hey,
do.
yeah,
So just don't rush it. Just take your time getting them cooled. Get them started.
I want to see the heart.
Tommy always likes to see the hearts of every animal.
I
say just get a nice steady pressure. I say the other way with a big one, you can also fillet them out, but I find it's about the same work whether I'm filleting it or if I'm pulling it. Once you get it past a certain point, it's gonna pull right off. And just make sure we get it all the way down.
I'll be out. Tail.
Flip it over. Whoop, splatter. All right, once we get it pulled loose, come back in here. Get through that bone. crack and a twist. And then I'll make sure all our internals come out. Push all that off to the side. Now with the big ones like this, we're going to do sandwiches and nuggets and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and fillet this down. The backbone there. On either side of that backbone ridge. And you fillet it. Just flaying it with the skin off of it. You get a couple nice fillets just like that. So now we'll finish filleting this one out. We'll get the other fish cleaned up and we will see you back in the kitchen later. All right, we're back here in the kitchen. We got our fish prep. We got little coating on them. Coating we went with was just a simple flour, egg wash, and then some panko breadcrumbs. Broke it up into a couple different pieces here. We got some nice little fillets off the specks, and then we cut just giant nuggets, so to speak, on the catfish. That way we can kind of layer them together, put them on a nice little hamburger bun. Toasted our hamburger buns, got a couple side dishes left over from the other night. Got to throw the leftovers in, make a big portion and eat it. So we got some corn casserole, little green beans and green bean casserole left over. But what we're going to do now is we're going to get started with these fish, getting them in the pan. So I'm simply going to grab this tray here. We're going to bring it over. Got my cast iron hot, had it up high, got it going, turned my heat back down, kind of a medium high. We don't want the panko to burn, we want to get a nice crisp. Now these, I got that skin side on there, so I'm going to go skin side down. Let's get that nice sizzle. We get them in the pan, and just kind of evenly space them out. They're not thick, so it shouldn't take them that long, but we don't want to overload our pan, so we're going to get those 4 started. Set that down right there. What we're going to do is we're going to watch them. And you can see it's already starting to get a little brown around the edges. We're going to let that brown on around for a minute. It's starting to kind of curl them up. That's that skin curl. So now we're going to take it, and these, like I say, these they're going to cook pretty quick. So we want to be ready with them. That's why we don't want to put too many in the pan at once. Just kind of flip them over. Trying to be nice and easy with the flipping. Don't want to lose any of that nice crunch off the breadcrumb. Just like that. Now those are going good, I'm going to come back and we'll get a couple of my catfish nuggets in because we've got quite a few of those to fry up here. And just fry a couple in here because we got a little bit of room around the edges. Alright, now all we're going to do is just keep watching it. Look at that brown to come around. Nice even coating around them. Checking them and give them another. See, that one's looking really good, so we'll flip it back over one more time. Flip it back over one more time. Now see a little more on that side. Just keep an eye on them. Then we're going to bring them out. We're going to set them on our rack over here. Once we get them set on the rack over here, let them cool. Let the air, got the 2 layers here so they can air cool all the way around. That helps keep them staying nice and crisp. If you set it straight onto the paper towels, it does get some of the oil off of there. But setting it straight onto a paper towel also lets it sit in that oil that you just drained off of there. And it can get a little soggy on the backside for you. So I like to do a little rack here. That keeps them staying nice and crisp. Now when you bite in that sandwich, you get a nice crunch of that fish that you took the time. You take the time to bread it, you might as well enjoy the crunch, right? So we're going to finish frying up this fish. Let's see, I got these already doing real good. Nice color on those. Pulling those out now. Whoop, come back here. So we're going to finish getting these fried up, get the rest of this catfish on here. When we start putting these sandwiches together, we'll see you back at the table. Alright, we're back. We got everything cooked. We got our plate set up, so I'm just going to show you my plate here and show you what we're doing. The way we set this up tonight, got our leftover corn casserole from dinner last night, leftover green bean casserole from dinner. Made a nice little, kind of a tartar aioli sauce I whipped up earlier. Had some leftover sauce added to it. I'm just going to spread that around. A nice good portion because that's going to be a lot of flavor to the fish. And then we got our little bit of speck I got right there on the side. I'm just doing that by itself. We'll take a few onions, just because it's a good sweet onion, not overabundance. Just, you're probably saying that is an overabundance, but it's not. Put the onions like that. Got the other bun. Both buns are toasted with a little bit of butter. A few leafy greens. And we just want to kind of layer our fish on here. You get a nice, good portion of fish. Lay it in there, make it nice and thick. Come back over. And that is our Lake Okeechobee fish dinner. Just want to say thanks to everybody for coming out and watching our videos and continuing to subscribe and support us on this journey that we're taking, where you're just kind of following along in our life. And please just go ahead and hit that like button, share us out to your friends, go ahead and subscribe, and we will look forward to seeing you next time we're out on the boat.